If you want to make money in the market, learn to ignore the bearish noises. I've been in this business for 22 years. In 22 years, I have heard every single bearish argument which will tell you that the market is going to go down 50%, it is going to crash, this is going to happen, the American economy is in toilet, the dollar is going to break down, deficit is a problem, this president is a problem, that is a problem, and because of that, the market is going to go down. The fact is that in reality, the market has corrections, but they are not as big as people make it out to be. And if you consume too much of this bearishness, you will be not able to operate because there is always a reason to be bearish. And the people who are bearish, they're extremely good in articulating their theories and scaring you. Even if you look at currently, the market may not be really going up a big, but there are a lot of opportunities to trade. But if you are listening to the noise around you on Twitter, on any other platform, you will hear like economy is in trouble, this is a problem, inflation is problem, this is a problem, this president is a problem, the policies are a problem, deficit is a problem. No, what you should learn if you want to make money is to focus on a setup. All that we need to make money is just a setup. We do not need to worry about this macro noise if you are a trader, because this macro noise is always going to be there. But if you want to make money, there are opportunities. So let's look at, like, in this market, what has happened. Now, if you look at this market, what has happened is you will see that this market has gone down, right? And here, after that, multiple times it had rallies of 2 to 3 weeks. There were very much tradable rallies. Even since October, the market has had rallies, good rallies. January, it has good rallies. Now, in the last couple of days, it has started rallying. And not only that, you have so many big moves which are happening in the market. And this is why some of the things, in order to reduce this noise from external sources, one of the things which you can do is have your own ways of looking at the market, which tells you how many opportunities are in the market. So I have this daily study which I do, which is the stocks which are up 20% plus for a month, right? I do daily two studies. One is the stocks which are up 20% plus in a month, and stocks which are up 50% plus in last 40 days, kind of a thing. Now that tells you that there are opportunities in the market, and it also allows you to study those moves and understand why you missed some of them and how many of them you captured, and what is it, the tweaks which you can do to your scans, or what is the tweak which you can do to your analysis of news or your EP analysis to catch these moves next time. So if you look at it, 20% study is a very simple study. What it does is it looks at stocks which are up 20% plus in the last 1 week, because those are the kind of explosive stocks which you want to trade, right? And so it's just looking for a stock which is up 20% plus and has a sufficient liquidity. Now, if you look at currently, 43 stocks have that kind of a 20% move. Now, once you start going in each one of these and start looking at, like, you will see that here this was a biotechnology EP and it made like 351% move. It offered opportunities to get in couple of times here, here, even here, here. So there are opportunities in the market, right? And basically, if you look at this AI, the big opportunities, multiple times the market was going down. This stock made 65% move here. It made a move up like 49% here. In the last 2 days alone, the stock has made a move up around 30%, right? And this kind of opportunities were there. Even you have opportunities on the short side also on this particular stock, right? Uh, News based. When you study 20% movers, you're going to realize that a lot of moves in the market are driven by basically news. So, and especially on the biotechnology. So there morning, if there is a news on a stock and which is a biotechnology stock, you should immediately put it on your watch list and start monitoring. And if it starts breaking out, because biotechnology stocks on their breakout day itself can make crazy moves. This stock made 206% move. Just catching part of that 206% move is more than enough. Now you see ARI 2 days. Again, there was a catalyst here for this particular stock here, breakouts, right? 31% in 2 days, right? So once you start doing this kind of a study, you will be able to get rid of a lot of noise, because this is a breakout, and in 4 days the stock has made a 28% move, right? This is a stock which I just like and I traded, and this made 26% in 2 days or 3 days, right? Basically good breakout here and made a move. And will it show up in your scan? It did show up in my scans, right? And how does it show up in your scan? What can you do to tweak your scan? Here there is a breakout, and from breakout it makes 32% moves. These are all moves which happened in the last 2 days or 3 days, right? I didn't catch all of them, but I did catch this move. I caught a couple of them basically, and that's all you need in order to make money. So here this is another one which is like AI related, which is a theme in the market, and anything which has to do with AI, you should at least put in some money into that particular breakout, because those breakouts are working like crazy. Now you have this particular sand ridge, which is oil and gas EP, your air sculpt. Again, there's a news plays are working very well in this market in spite of all the negativity which you hear. There's a news here for this particular stock. Again, it's a medical technology drug kind of a stock, and the news led this stock to go up 23%, right? And here Bosch Health, again, like, and there was news on this particular stock. And these are like here, this was a very nice breakout here, Smart Global Holding, right? And 3-4 days it has made like this move. GSIT, I didn't play that, but like, and it was there in my scan. This one is the one which yesterday was a good breakout, and it's up 11%, right? So there are opportunities. This is a very good EP post earnings, and like in a post earnings reaction to EP, and it is up 41%. You have this today going up basically. So there are opportunities. SMCI again on EP earnings day it went up, and this is a delayed reaction to earnings of 12%. Now when you study this, you will realize that if you were just being bearish and sitting out, that it was a wrong thing to do. So this is why you have to focus on an individual setup. And if you see a setup, you should take it, because by the time you realize that the market is no more bearish, many of those stocks would have already made 30%, 40% move. That's one thing. Similarly, on for this particular scan, I also have a negative version of this, because it's not only roses everywhere. It's like there are bearish opportunities. There are opportunities to short in the market, and I want to look at all of them, right? And look at how many I can catch, right? So if you look at the bearish side of this equation, you'll see that there is a steady 20% on the bearish side. And if you see here, not many opportunities were there. So if people are bearish, and they're all talking about bearishness, and they're coming out with this extreme scenario, why are not many stocks down? You had only like in a couple of stocks down, compared to how many stocks are up 20% plus. And what is the nature of the moves on this particular thing? I didn't catch any of these bearish moves this week. But there are bearish moves which were happening, but they were not really 11 moves to around 44 moves on the plus side. So that gives you a good idea. The other scan which I run daily, and this is very good scan. This is, I'm looking for a stock which has made a 50% move in last 40 days or 2 months, and this has happened in any times during the last 25 bars. So there are 153 stocks which were up 50% in the last 1 month. And if you look at the bearish side of this equation, you will see that the market is bearish, while this is like looking at stock which is down 50%, right? And basically, and if you see 51 stocks, so there are 3 bullish opportunities to one bearish opportunity in the market, right? And not only that, if you look at the opportunities on the bullish side in some of these things, you will see that there's really some very nice EP kind of trades, or like earnings news, or continuation breakouts, or like an plain old breakouts which were there. This legend is something which like made a move up here like 8-9% in dollar terms, like in a big move, right? Basically, so opportunities are there in the market for somebody who wants to find opportunities. Because if you are a short term trader who is going to hold trades for 3 to 5 days and hold them for 8 to 20% move, then you should be worried about only whether your stock is going to work for 3 to 5 days. right? And say if I buy a stock like Palantir, right? I'm only worried whether it is going to work for 3 to 5 days. Overall market can be bearish, but a stock can still work because it's a damn good setup, right? Here, after earnings, it's a delayed reaction to earnings, and and it has made 23% move in just 2 days, right? And basically, so if you see see Palantir, right? 23% move in 2 days, right? And it was a very good setup here. Now, this realization and operating outside of the noise in the market, which is continuously bearish and which will always give you a reason not to be really aggressive, or it will be and it give you, is a invaluable skill you need to develop if you want to be a swing trader. As a swing trader, focus more on your setups. If setups are showing up, setups started showing up many times, many weeks ago, like couple of weeks ago, setups started showing up, right? They were not making as explosive a move as you want, but there was still money to be made on those setups. So if you just sit there and wait for the ideal time is not going to come. So this is very important thing which a lot of new traders, not only new traders, a lot of established traders, they are very bearish all the time on the market, while the opportunity always is larger on the long side. As you can see here, you will see that there are basically 153 stocks which made 50% move, and many of them were in the biotechnology sector. Many of them had earnings, or they were basically tradable because they had second, third leg where you could have bought a breakout and traded them, right? And basically, so uh, if you want to be an active trader and want to be looking at it, be opportunistic. Look at whenever there is an opportunity, window of opportunity where market is going to, or stocks are, or there are groups of stocks which works. Like biotechnology stocks work independent of the market, they work. Now so semiconductor stocks have been working. There is a theme, always you have to understand the theme in the market. AI stocks are working because after chat GPT came in, anything related to AI has been going crazy. So try and find pockets of strength where there is opportunity and focus on that, and don't focus your attention on the bearish noise in the market. There are genuinely time when you need to be bearish. Now those kind of times are going to be where you can then trade on the short side. But most of the time, I would say that look at 95% of the time, being bullish is the right strategy.